All right. I think I'm good. Let's just hop straight into it. I'm starting super late. I'm sorry. I had to deal with fucking Amazon being dumb. It's constant battle now with them about Resident Evil. I don't know. I have a copy. I haven't opened it yet because I don't know if I'm allowed to play it. But welcome all. This should be the final day. We have, I think, 3 missions left to do. Oh. What mission are we on next? Whiskey Corridor. Let me look up where the Ace Pilot is.
Whiskey Corridor is a narrow strip of land between Lambert and Amber Mountains. The enemy has deployed a large tank force at the end of the corridor as its final line of defense.
I was gonna say,
despite being outnumbered, our allies must face this enemy contingent head-on in order to advance on the Erusian capital of Farvanti. Our projected casualty rate is extremely high.
We took out,
we need a miracle in air support to win this battle. Annihilate enemy ground forces and provide direct close air support to our troops.
Near the center of the map's western border. Should be pretty straightforward. I don't think we need a ton of money. I think we have money, but we don't need. We do not have a ton of money. It's okay. I think we want this within that.
Attention all aircraft, this is Sky Eye. This is primarily a ground battle, so our duty is to provide close air support. Destroy as many enemies as possible to assist our troops' forward movement. Central line of resistance at Victor 320, 12 miles.
Gotcha. I don't remember this one.
Those bandits. They have no room to retreat. This is their last stand.
What's this?
Central line of resistance at Victor 340, 8 miles.
We have 20 minutes though, so.
Box 2. Tank destroyed.
Right.
Stay alert. Take out AA weapons.
We'll take out these 2 first. We'll do like a running pass and then go after the plane.
Get Vector 280, 4 miles. Check your planes. Mobius 1, engage.
I am remembering this mission now.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Mobius 1 short, create an opening for us. The Caterpillar's damaged. We need backup. Sam destroyed. Enemy facility destroyed. Missile hit.
All right, and then it should be
Erusian forces 4 miles ahead of us. There's 3
somewhere over here,
4 cars.
right? I think. That's not. This is my favorite plane.
Radar lock. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Hit. Sweet. Red 9 destroyed. I don't really care.
Nothing but
We
air. Heads
need
up.
to go this way.
All units report in, starting with Oscar 1.
Right. That should take those out. That should
Tank
take those
destroyed.
out.
Bombs away.
Shit, where is this? There it is.
Enemy facility destroyed. The other units are annihilated. Bombs away.
Right.
Lost radio contact. Everyone move forward at your own discretion. Pickle, pickle. Get
Need
moving.
a hit.
That bombing's very effective. Tank destroyed. Fox 2, Fox 2. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Do I want to come back? I mean, we can.
It's no use. We're nailed down. We've got to wait for air support. Fox 2. SAM destroyed. Enemy facility destroyed. I'm in position. Engage. Hard enemy radar spike.
All right.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Boom. Done.
Tank destroyed.
Don't
Enemy
hit. Don't hit.
vehicle
Don't hit.
destroyed.
Okay. Good. We have 3 bombs left. It's a helicopter. We should be safe.
Keep going straight. They're coming fast.
Okay.
Central line of resistance. Hit vector 040, 4 miles. Hand out anti-tank mines to the troops. I think we've been encircled.
Done. That should hopefully take them all out.
Tank destroyed.
Game? Game? Oh my god. Again, like the targeting is, it's definitely feels better, but it's not good.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Tank destroyed. Tank destroyed. Enemy tanks destroyed. Mobius Missed.
Yeah, I was assumed that would miss.
Tank destroyed.
Spread out! Don't give them an easy target!
Mobius 1, Fox 2. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
All right.
Tank destroyed.
Shit. They have a new wave,
Shoot! Shoot!
which should be pretty easy to deal with.
Enemies in the skies above us.
I think once we deal with this group, we'll want to go back.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Fox 2, Fox 2. Tank destroyed.
Recon's confirmed the enemy retreat. We're pursuing.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Ah!
Vehicle destroyed.
Ah!
Tank destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Fox 2. Missile shot
Damn it.
trashed.
This way. I don't think that will hit,
Thanks for the save.
Missed.
but it's worth trying. And then we're gonna restock that. We need a We got the ace though. That was the big thing.
Hold your fire until they surround us. Then engage.
Bandit confirmed at Vector 270.
We won't buy everything, but we should in theory have everything unlocked.
Don't be hasty.
Which I would say is good
Proceed
enough.
as usual. Approaching point of return. Maintain current course to refuel.
Mobius 1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land.
Ah, damn it! You know, want the same stuff.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for
Actually, let me grab a bite of my. I made meatloaf for dinner. Tacos used to meatloaf. It was good, chat.
Stay cool when they close in.
It was really good.
I'm still no joy.
I've been getting addicted to street
Watch
corn
me earn
lately.
my ace wings today.
Oh, should we talk about the video games that got announced this weekend? I don't know if I even talked about that. Chat, what were your favorite games from this
Bandit
weekend?
confirmed at Vector 060.
I think for me, the biggest one of them all
Radar lock. Fox 2.
was
Missed.
Spyro. New Spyro is great. I don't like how he looks, but I still am happy that we get a new one. And we will 100% be playing that new one.
030. 8 miles. Bandit confirmed at Vector 090. Fox 2.
Dude,
Nothing but air. Heads up. Old Anchor Point City at Vector 010. On the nose.
Supplying fire from the enemy rear area.
Tank destroyed. Mobius 1, Fox 2. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
That's okay. We have plenty of time. I don't think we'll see if we need it.
Tank destroyed.
I don't know if we will. Please, game?
Start with enemy formations closest to
No,
our
we
troops.
aren't going to use that.
Sam destroyed. Tank destroyed.
These should be bombs. I don't know if I'm happy with how much that took out.
Fox 2. Tank destroyed. Bandit closing at 6.
That's a helicopter. Should be easy to take out.
Hard enemy radar spike. Tank destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
All units, provide cover while Charlie 4 pulls back.
Chopper shot down.
Dang.
Hard enemy radar spike.
Is that another helicopter behind us?
Tank destroyed. Mobius 1, Fox
Nope.
2.
I'll take it.
What's slowing you down?
I don't know if that was a good spot. We're gonna do that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Tank destroyed.
Ah!
Mobius 1 hit.
Okay.
Moving to a spread formation to meet them. Leave the enemy aircraft to our top cover. Just keep moving forward.
Missed.
That
You're
should
in
hit.
gun range.
All right. Onward this way. We have an A rank and we have 2 big plums still. We definitely have time for them as well. So I think we're gonna be able to get an S. The ace pilot definitely makes it easier. I think we've only struggled with like 2 so far. See if we can allay them. No.
Nothing but
It's
air.
okay.
Heads up.
But let's stay at this
Bandit
altitude.
at 6 o'clock.
So that
Mobius 1,
we can
pickle.
drop bombs.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Think we can dodge that? Yeah. Sweet. Let's do this.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
We're okay.
Bandit confirmed at Vector 120. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Is there another? No, that's a plane. We don't
Enemy
need to do the
vehicle
plane.
destroyed.
Last one. I think we need 690. We have 10 bombs though. We should definitely be able to hit this here. But yeah, chat, what were your favorite games that were shown? I would have to look at my notes again. I think State of Play was the second best. I think the Summer Games Fest show was the best. I'm pretty excited. I genuinely fucking hate the PC game show just about every single year, but
The enemy
in terms of like awesome surprises of like game announcements, I think they had the biggest one. Dude, new Serious Sam. I don't know if any of you actually like Serious Sam and play Serious Sam, but it was pretty fucking cool to see a new one.
Tank destroyed. AA guns destroyed. Mobius 1, Box 2. Sam destroyed. AA artillery destroyed.
There we go, we got S.
Tank destroyed. Mobius 1, Pickle. Enemy facility destroyed. Tank destroyed.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Enemy facility destroyed. AA artillery destroyed. Enemy facility destroyed.
That should get it.
Enemy facility
Nice.
destroyed. Mobius 1, Box 2.
Yeah, I
Nothing
think
but
we
air,
just
heads
head
up.
back now, right?
Mobius 1, Pickle.
Should
Landing
get.
confirmed at Vector 350. Tank destroyed.
I think it's just these last two missions that are hard.
Tank destroyed.
Pull yourselves together. The RTU is on. Victory Hill.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Missed. Locked on.
Are you still there?
I'm gonna say, I don't think that thing can spread wings, right?
Keep an eye out around you. One of ours took an artillery
That should
barrage.
hit. Nice.
The missile sanitized the airspace above us. This is design. Someone cover me.
Fox 2.
I don't think those are gonna hit. Could
Sky
be
Eye
it.
here. The enemy is in retreat. Our troops are advancing. Mission complete. All aircraft RTB.
It's taking some getting used to, but I am getting better at the gun. I'm hoping that by the time we finish everything with the guns
The enemy abandoned
or with
its
these
defensive
games, that
line,
once we get to
and
like
the road
6
to their capital lies open.
and the later ones, that will be good with the guns. Egypt. I remember this mission. Mm. No. Dude! Chat, we should build an F-117A model. I think that'd be awesome. What plane is it? Let me look up where they are. Northwest along the coastline. Okay. We got this one. Where are those two? Hold on. Did I fucking miss one? And 37A. Okay. One second. So you have to complete it on both rounds on with F. Oh. Okay. Hey, Damska, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Fuck! One second,
The
chat.
outcome of the war rests on you.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm really bad at this, man. I always forget to pop out chat so I can actually see it everywhere. One moment. How are you doing?
Remember,
We have
survival
2
is
missions
paramount.
left.
Good luck to you all. And Mobius 1, an end to the war would be a nice birthday gift as well. Mobius 1, engage. Lead them to me. Engage. Heads up, enemy radar spike.
Basically, that should get both of them.
Say your prayers. It's breaking apart.
Bandit at 2 o'clock.
Nice. Basically, use these missiles to take out all of these planes.
You're in too deep.
Fuck. Nope, we're gonna retry. I don't want to deal with that. We need to cover as many of these as possible. So I want to keep one available to hit the ace.
Good luck to you all. And Mobius 1, an end to the war would be a nice birthday gift as well. Mobius 1, engage. That's a kill. Nothing but air. Heads up. Locked on. Silver Bridge at vector 010, 4 miles. Heads up, enemy radar spike.
If we can hit this guy, no.
Warning, inbound missile.
Oh, nope. Wrong button. We're gonna restart. I'm just gonna use those missiles. It's shitty, but
The
it's
outcome of the war
whatever.
rests on you, so stay focused on what's
So
at
with this,
hand. Remember,
we have this mission and the
survival is
next one, and
paramount.
we should unlock
Good luck
the
to you all.
X02.
Mobius 1, an end to the war would be a nice birthday gift.
And then
as
we
well.
should get
Mobius
everything
1,
with this. We should have everything unlocked except for the skin, the alternate skin for that jet. Which is what we want.
Say your prayers. It's breaking apart.
Silver Bridge at vector 020.
So we can take out
4
these
miles.
4. I believe there's 2 more after this one.
I see them. He's beyond my league. They're sitting ducks.
I don't remember for sure. Nice. That should hit. Okay, we're good.
AA guns destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
No, basically, we're gonna ride this.
Johnson Memorial Bridge at vector 310. On the nose.
All the way around the coast.
Take out the bridge, Mobius 1. Mobius 1, bandit behind you. Keep going straight.
Tank destroyed. Heads up, enemy radar spike.
I don't think we can hit those, but we can definitely hit that.
Mobius 1 will get us out of here alive, so stop whining.
Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. And then the ace should be up here somewhere. Somewhere. There he is.
Bandit confirmed at vector 350.
So this plane that we're flying right now, we get the skin by completing the game on this playthrough with S rank. Okay. That should hit. That should hit. That should hit.
Bandit at 1 o'clock.
Right, now we want to ride the coastline back down. We'll shoot this guy probably with this, depending on what he is. He should be just like, yeah. We'll just shoot him with, no, let's try this.
Locked
Nope.
on.
Let's do that. Okay. We want to ride it through this cluster
Bandit at 6 o'clock.
and then swap. We're not going to be able to hit that.
Tank destroyed. Missile shot trashed.
I don't care if it's a lie, just tell them Mobius 1's already here.
Tank destroyed. Bandit confirmed at vector 060.
Okay. Well, now we're going to fly back to base and switch to the big bomb. Because that'll allow us to do more heavy damage.
Approaching point of return. Maintain current course to refuel.
Mobius.
We want to change weapons. We're going to change to this. Let me grab a bite of my meatloaf.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
And now we should be good. Now we start doing damage.
Bandit at
Oh.
12 o'clock.
I think we can hit this guy. We'll try it.
Radar lock. Fox 2. Shack on the target.
Only one hit. Fucking lame.
Bandit at 6 o'clock.
So we're gonna sweep through.
Tank destroyed.
That.
Battleship's run aground and won't sink.
Tank destroyed.
We're gonna have to refly over that.
Bravo 1 here. We're pinned down. Need close air support now.
We will shoot that other side target with a missile.
The main gun's damaged, and the tank commander's dead.
Tank destroyed.
Okay,
Enemy battleship sunk.
nice.
Fox 2. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heads up, enemy radar spike. Tank destroyed. Hang in there, don't give up.
We got this, chat.
Missed.
That is not a miss.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Again, like I said, man, that shit's really
Tank
fucking hard.
destroyed.
Game.
Tank destroyed.
It's okay.
AA guns destroyed.
Mobius 1, he's on you. Turn hard. Hard right, now.
Enemy destroyer sunk. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Tank destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Where's the other one?
Mobius 1, he's on you. Turn hard.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Tank destroyed.
Okay. Dude, are we gonna fucking take out everything?
The enemy's got additional forces to the west.
What is that?
We stop them here. Disregard the damage. Just get across that bridge.
Splash 1,
It's
Splash
fine.
1. AA guns destroyed.
Break.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I don't know if we'll hit that.
Tank destroyed.
I think we're gonna have to hit some of those.
Evade Mobius 1. Tank destroyed.
Mobius 1, missile. Missile.
Radar lock. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Don't
Heads
think
up,
those will
enemy
hit.
radar spike. Nothing but air. Heads up.
Missile. Hard left.
Warning missile.
Tango 4 here. Landed south of the landfill. Moving on to security
All right.
headquarters. Bravo 13 here. Enemy positions on Silver Bridge secured. Moving on to securing enemy HQ.
Radar lock.
Mobius 1, incoming missile. Missile.
Nice.
Hard enemy radar spike.
We have 15 seconds.
Evade Mobius 1.
Those should hit.
Nice kill. Locked on. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Those are gonna miss.
Bandits in gun range.
That should hit.
There isn't much we can do from this position.
Forgot about that.
We're taking tank fire from the landfill.
Enemy submarine sunk.
Enemy leaders are using choppers to escape from the HQ.
Pursue the chopper. Missile hit.
Wave 2 shot down by a bandit.
Okay.
Mobius 1, pickle.
Bandit down.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Tank destroyed. Fox 2. Mobius 1 shot down a chopper.
All right.
Mobius 1 shot one down. Bravo 13 here. We're on site.
Hard enemy
Oh,
radar
that's
spike.
right.
Just hang in there, Bravo 2. Your pulse escort is on the way. Tango 4 here. We're on target, going in.
Missed.
We can take it. We can take the hit.
Mobius 1 hit.
We need to go back because I forgot yellow squad. Yeah. I
Mobius
forgot
1,
they.
5 aircraft are closing in at high speed. It's the Yellow Squadron. Looks like they've come to make a last stand for Arusia.
Mm-hmm.
Let's settle this once and for all. Are you the choppers to the others. You can end this war.
We'll fly in, swap back to missiles, and then hover around here. Like we did last time. Basically, as soon as we take damage, we'll fly back. Because we already have F.
Approaching contact point. Stay alert.
Engage as a formation. No single ship attacks.
Bandit at 12 o'clock. Break. Missile. Hard enemy radar spike.
Mobius 1, incoming missile! Missile!
Mobius 1, bandit on your tail. Turn hard.
Hit. That's okay. We'll still cross. Yeah.
Mobius 1, you are clear.
Fucking cheese this shit.
Hard enemy radar spike.
Cheek right!
Mobius 1 hit. Mobius 1 shot down a target.
Immediately turn back. We took a single missile hit of damage. We're turning back.
Mobius 1, you are
It's
clear.
not worth it. We're just gonna fucking cheese this shit into oblivion. I think that deleted the missile though. Okay. Honestly, just fucking shoot them. You can practice shooting our gun.
You're in gun range. That's a kill. Great job.
Bam!
There are no aircraft remaining on radar.
We did it, chat.
Tango 8 here. We're in control of the illusion headquarters.
One final mission.
Mobius 1 shot down the 5 aircraft that appeared. Air superiority is ours. You made it through alive, Mobius 1.
Attention all illusion troops!
Dude.
Surrendered at the following. The Central Park Tennis Court. National Library's Courtyard Fountain. Hey Martin, this is the patrol unit. We found a woman and girl suffering in one of the choppers that got left behind. Now what looks like a male officer remains really big rank recipient. Relay that on to HQ, will ya?
Story time.
On September 19th at 1200 hours, Erusia accepted the ISAF terms for surrender. Our victim.
Yellow 13's body vanished into the blue skies, never to return to Earth. Only a single handkerchief fluttered down from the sky where he disappeared.
I'm glad we played through this twice.
The faint scent of perfume. The barkeep's daughter and I had followed the squadron this far. Each of us had our own thoughts as we buried that handkerchief. It no longer mattered to me whether that was 13 or 4's grave. Their memories blurred together as one, and left the realm of reality like a dream. The terms of surrender were accepted that day, and the war was over.
Last one, chat.
young Erusian officers have taken over Megalith,
And we
the
know how to do
superweapon
this.
that was under development. Megalith is a rocket launch facility that can shoot down asteroid fragments in orbit. The only way to destroy this highly dangerous and fortified facility is to hit it from the inside. Follow the missile port groups to find the 3 generators deep within the facility. Destroy the generators to access the central heat vent. Once inside, destroy the giant missile in
We'll
the
kill the
central silo.
planets.
An
Rearm.
infiltration unit will secure your escape route. Their plan calls for waiting until the generators are offline, and then taking over the sub-control room once the blackout hits. Enter this rat's nest with full confidence that the unit will get you out again. It's highly likely that this will be your final mission. Remember, we need heroes after the war too. Make it back in one piece. Dismissed.
Let's buy, because I want to see what that plan looks like. We got this one. Dude, that's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty freaking good. So we get this one from this mission, this one from completing with all S. One of these. This one completing on all S, and then that last one, we get the first slot. This slot from completing this, in the top slot from completing this, and then the bottom slot we get by completing the entire thing on highest difficulty S rank. Which I don't think I want to do. Final mission, chat.
Sky Eye here. All Mobius aircraft report in.
Mobius 2 on standby.
Mobius 3 through 7 on standby.
Mobius 8 on standby.
Preparations are complete, ready for battle. All aircraft follow Mobius 1.
Yeah. We're gonna exclusively use these. Hopefully we can get through 2 of these clumps with just one.
Mobius 1, engage.
But I don't know for sure.
Bravo 1 here. All teams are on the 13th floor. But we can't get the sub-control room to open. It's an electronic lock. We'll hold the position until the generators are destroyed. So hurry up.
Here they come. Don't let the enemy get through panel K.
Altman, use your hand grenade.
Damn it! Got a flamethrower! Shoot! Shoot! Over the stairs! Box 2. Missile invading!
All right.
It's too big. Shooting it from the outside won't damage it at all.
Here.
Hard enemy radar spike.
Dude, fuck you.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
I don't think these will hit, but we're gonna shoot it.
Missile shot trashed. Fox 2.
But we're literally just gonna go back and reload.
Stay focused. We're going in.
There's 5 left. We should be golden.
Strip off. Bandit confirmed at Vector 330.
All right, here we go. He's mine.
Because we'll have
He's at my 6 o'clock.
5 or 6 with the ace, and then we shouldn't need any for the generators.
Approaching point of return. Maintain current course to refuel.
Mobius 1, you are clear.
So we should be good. We shouldn't need to reload anymore.
It missed. Right behind him.
I'm curious to see how the last plane in the game will play.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
I need some help.
Then that should leave us with 4 for the rockets, which is what we want.
I've got enough of an angle. Eject. I'm eject. They come.
It looks like we have 6 here.
Coming. It's no use. Can't get any closer.
It's not really what I wanted, but
No way we can fly in that crawl space. Mobius 1 shot 1 down. Mobius 1, get out of there!
we'll make this work.
Got one! Mobius 1 shot 1 down. We're going in that rat's nest. Hard enemy radar spike. Just a little more. Missile! Missile! Splash 1, splash 1. Roger, Mobius 8.
This should be the last
Enemy
one.
radar spike. Bullseye on that flanker. Mobius 1, he's on you. Turn hard.
Of course. Dude, like,
All right, here we go.
that should hopefully hit. I'm gonna assume it hits and start going for this. Nice. We're gonna hit the whatever plane. Or do we want to do this stuff first? Yeah, let's do the plane first. Fuck it. Be easy. Let's see if we can hit him with this. Because that would be ideal. Wherever he is. There you are.
Box 2.
We're gonna have this. Or are we? I want to make sure he gets shot down though. Nice.
kill.
All right, so we should be good. This should be it. This is the hardest part of the whole mission. And we don't want to do this one. We want to save that one for last. I think that's what we did last time. I'm going way too fast. Also, I need to be in this view now. Let's do this other one first. The pain in the ass one. We have plenty of time. Let's slow down. Now let's start turning. See, and that's why we do that. You're not aligned yet. All right, here we go, chat. The most annoying fucking part of the whole fucking game. Well, we have to do it twice. It's not as bad as, like, from 3, though. It's definitely not as bad as from 3. It's not great. But it's doable. I think we fucking nailed that altitude. We nailed the altitude. Nice. We have plenty of time, and it resets again after this.
Stack up on passageway 6. Tango 2, block off the elevator. Don't give up. Our air support will do something.
All right.
Pull back! Pull back! Leave him. He's dead.
Fuck.
They've got us trapped. The enemy's at panel B. A path of retreat's been cut off. We're trapped. Charlie 1 here. We can't hold it any longer. We're pulling back. No, don't give up yet. Charlie 1, come in. Where are you? You'll be annihilated soon. They brought up that generator yet?
Please hit.
All right, the panel's open. Break through. Break through. Get the sub-control room under control. The exhaust vents are open. Hurry up.
Fuck,
The planes are
hey.
pitching in any minute now.
Oh, fuck.
We'll get those panels open. Don't let those pilots die.
I think we can handle missing one. Because we killed the thing. Oh, yeah. I think with this we got it. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking side. That's why it's throwing me off. I hope we don't have to retry this. This is a bitch of a mission to do. I don't think we need to hit both. Or all four. I think we only need one. We can afford to miss one. Don't. Yes, we got this. We did it, chat. We beat the game twice. Hell yeah.
The once familiar scent of burning jet fuel has long since faded away. What was once Yellow Squadron's runway is now just a local highway again. I write this letter to you now. I know it must have brought him unexpected joy to have an opponent like you at the end of that meaningless
Did the
war.
daughter sabotage the Yellow
At least
4
that's what I
plane?
want to believe. Only you, the pilot who shot him down, can confirm this. And so, I write to you.
I kind of like the idea of an Ace Combat game where Mobius 1 is retired and he trains the kid in this as the Oh, wait. Does that mean we have to do... I'm gonna skip this. We don't need to see it. But I think that'd be amazing if we got that.
4 years after the planet fall.
We don't need to see this anymore.
Here is the current sit rep and your...
I want to see what this plane is. So we should have now... That's cool. That's cool. that's this. So this is the one we just got. Looks okay. This is the one we got from the second to last mission. I think this is my favorite so far of all of the designs. This is the one we just unlocked, which it's not too special. And then this is the new plane we just unlocked. And then we get, oh. I want to see what weapons and stuff it gets. What? What is this? All right, we're just gonna play. I just want to try like a few missions with this thing and see how it feels. I'm curious to see how this thing feels. And then what do you think we should do? I kind of want to separate.
AWACS here, call sign Sky Eye. Do you read? Your call sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name at all times. You are now under my command. 6 bombers on Vector 360.
Dude, look at that!
Continue north to intercept. Today's my birthday. A victory sure would be nice.
Be calm and give it your best shot when the enemy arrives.
Mobius 1, engage. Bandit at 12 o'clock. Fox 3.
He's coming in.
There's our welcoming party.
Your escorts handle them.
What up, nerdy?
Targets remaining. Nice kill.
You would think you would be a bit more subtle.
We've got ourselves a dogfight. Target is bombing the city. Shack on the target.
What are you up to?
Not much surface fire.
Mobius 1, currently over city airspace. Mobius 1, shot down a bear.
This is 3-3.
You should have tried this on hard.
Eject.
Mobius 1, passing over Anderson Crater.
I forgot how easy this mission is.
Mobius 1, Allen Fort Air Base is on the nose.
We could retry it.
5 miles out from first target. Line up. Open bomb bay doors.
Wang.
2 miles.
Bandits in gun range.
Boom! Gunzo.
Bandit confirmed at Vector 200.
This is Allen Fort. We're under attack. The runway and facilities are hit.
Good job,
Done.
Mobius 1.
What are you up to, nerdy? Let me keep this last bit.
Sky Eye, this is Allen Fort. Got visual on the downed bombers. Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
That's a roundup. Let's go on home.
The perception of Mobius 1 really changes throughout the game, too. Dude, that's such a cool fucking plane. Dude, look at that! The underside even does something. Or is that me firing a missile?
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy...
We don't need to see this anymore. Booking hotels? What for?
The enemy...
Chat, what should we do? I'm gonna play... Fuck. Why are those so expensive? I think this is the only plane with that. I'm gonna do one more mission. And then what do you want to do, chat? Do you want to...
30 miles to Wrigley Air Base. Use the power lines to navigate north. The bombers should be clumped together on the
Monkey's to the
Take them
east,
all out.
if I'm remembering that right.
Don't forget wingman consideration during combat.
I want to try the bombs just to see how what they feel like.
Wrigley
Oh,
Air
those
Base,
can only
Vector
target air.
340, 12 miles.
Bogies closing in on Wrigley AB. Scramble at once. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intercept immediately.
Mobius 1,
I
passing
don't know
over
if those will hit.
substation.
White 5, this is Wrigley Air Base. You're cleared to take off
Those
runway
hit.
5.
Fuck you! Do I have... I have 2 left. I have 1 left after this. Fuck you, nerdy.
Mobius 1, engage.
Right denied, engage. Watch those AA guns. Be calm and give it your best shot when the enemy arrives. Something's wrong. Commercial C area.
Fox 3,
He's behind me. Engaging me.
nice kill.
Look at them all lined up like sitting ducks.
That's fair.
This is White 1. Get him off of me. This is showtime. Someone cover me. Break.
Fox 2, missed. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Fucking hit!
He's beyond my league.
Bandits in gun range. Bandit at 12 o'clock.
That should hit. Do,
Mobius 1 shot one down.
do you want to... keep playing this,
Mobius 1 shot one down. He's not
watch a lore video about Ace Combat, a few of them,
Fox 2.
or just end early. Those are your options. Basically, I'm going to do hopefully one more mission.
AA guns destroyed. Enemy facility destroyed. Fox 2, Fox 2.
good going.
This is Wrigley.
At least one more. I want to try the bombs. I want to see what the bombs do.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. AA guns destroyed. Enemy facility destroyed.
Control tower. Enemy aircraft.
I'm here for you, so you choose. No! I'm leaning towards let's do the bomb, or try the bomb.
AA guns destroyed.
Target is neutralized.
And then let's watch videos, is what I'm thinking. I have a few queued up.
AA guns destroyed.
Just in case.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. Mobius 1 destroyed the target. Enemy facility destroyed. Missed.
But you choose. I'm like satisfied with how much we've done today.
Fox 2. Enemy facility destroyed. Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
That's what I'm thinking. I want to try the bombs. I just want to see how they work.
This is Wrigley. Our bombers are decimated.
Because they sound weird.
Repeat, all our bombers
And then we can
are
just watch
destroyed.
something and I can cue that up.
Sky Eye, this is Fighter Squadron.
Because I want to see the lore of how 1, 2, 3, and 4 now interact.
The attack was a success. A significant number of enemy bombers were
tired.
eliminated.
Me too, boss. We don't need to see the story for this anymore. Have Prout choose? I know Prout is here, but I think for the most, I assume he's here. For the most part, I think he just lurks, which is fine. I assume he's here. Still a good friend. But please, I want to buy it. Motherfucker! Alright, we're gonna sell a fucking thing. We're gonna sell an aircraft. We're not selling those. We're not gonna save. Buy weapons.
This combat area is within enemy airspace. Keep an eye out for bandits. Use Vector 180 to return home after
Dude, look at
destroying the
that.
target. Remember, a safe return completes the mission. Clear to engage. Mobius 1, engage.
Dude, I want to fucking destroy
This is
them.
Chesner Radar. Engage. Bandits approaching Vector 135.
Locked on. Radar
That's
base
gonna
1
miss.
at Vector
Ooh, it hit.
310, 8 miles.
Oh, this is like the perfect mission to try it.
Engage hostile aircraft and keep them from the radar.
Locked on. Nothing but air. Heads up.
We're gonna fucking kill them all.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
All go in from 12 o'clock. Great.
Oh shit! I wasn't locked on. I just fired them blindly. Fucking
Fox
idiot.
2.
That should hit.
Missed.
Dude! Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You're not allowed to fucking do that. This thing's fucking dumb with how good it is.
Radar lock.
Hit. Thank you. We're gonna swap to this. Like, I don't know how this works.
Combat area.
Bandit confirmed.
I'm
at Vector
curious about it.
320. Pickle, pickle. Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
I've got him.
It seems like it's equivalent to like the small bomb.
Bombs away. All right, Mobius 1. Mobius 1 destroyed the target. Hard enemy radar spike.
Just a little more.
All right, Mobius 1.
But it drops like a fuck ton of bombs.
Missile shot trashed.
Got his tail.
Right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of these. I think the other plane, I think this plane is better, but the other one is better for anything that needs bombing.
12 o'clock.
This is better for air,
Box
which
2.
is like, I think what we predicted.
Mobius 1 passing over Krasinski crater.
Bandit down.
Bandit at 12 o'clock.
We'll finish this mission though.
Box 2.
He's breaking apart.
There's this guy. Let's get this one. Yeah, I think if you need to bomb stuff, this one is not
Radar
good.
lock. Mobius 1.
But
Box 2.
ground, because it has the
Missed.
advanced long, the regular, the advanced long, and the quick maneuver. This is definitely the best airplane. Air-to-air plane.
Box 2.
But I don't know if it'd say this is properly good multi-role. You know? But like in theory,
Radar base 2. Red vector 310. 4 miles. Mobius 1 pickle.
I believe that's a target.
Nice kill.
That should hit.
AA
Nice.
guns destroyed.
Let's see if it can hit that.
AA guns
Yeah, it
destroyed.
looks. This looks like it's the best bomb, but you have to line it up perfectly. So it's also the hardest to use.
The target facilities are small, so don't miss them.
Don't get distracted by the scenery.
Yeah. It's like, it looks like we could just do a, let's see what that does. I'm curious to see what that does.
Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
Target destroyed by
It does
Mobius
not.
1.
Yeah, I think the other one's better. I don't know how many bombs this actually drops.
Box 2.
It didn't? Yeah, I think the other one's better. I think the large is better.
Fighter squadron here. Mission accomplished.
And then I'm pretty sure it said you can't destroy
Sky Eye
these.
here. Radar facilities confirmed destroyed. All aircraft take vector 180 south. Use the return line on the map to exit combat area and return to
Oh,
base.
no. This is the training of how to leave, how to
Fly in the
refill
right
and
direction,
stuff.
and you'll see a white dotted line across your flight path.
This is the tutorial, the rest of the tutorial.
Those of you who need to resupply or refuel during missions should cross this line to exit.
Mobius 1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land.
Should we land? Oh, no, I skipped it.
With their radar out.
All right, cool. I think I'm satisfied with that. I am going to leave this up though. So we have like a sort of like I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, and then we'll do that. Okay, chat, let me find something. That's what I was thinking. Let me find the one I was thinking of. I like to do it on a specific thing. Is this the one we want? Could stop here. I'm trying to find something good. This I'm just kind of curious. I really like this. Let's save this one for... Let's watch 4 first. I know it's kind of out of... I know it's kind of out of order, but since we just finished 4, let's do 4 first. Do they have like an actual video that's like explaining 1 through 4? Trying to find something good. I don't want to see the... You know what? Yeah, let's just do this. Chat, Nerdy, do you want to watch it about 4 or about 1? You pick. 1 or 4? I'm gonna lean 4. Let's do 4. Fuck you. Okay. Think that works. Then we can do that. I think that works. Okay. And then should be able to do this. Add window. Add existing. Hold on. Oh! You didn't see that. Okay, it's 3. Okay. Nope. Dude, what the fuck? Can I just do this? Copy. Here. Paste. What the fuck? That's weird. Yeah. That's weird. Give me 1 second and then we'll be good. Okay, ready? Maybe I just do this, right? All right. Wait, shit. How does this? Can you hear that? There we go. All right.
I was just a kid when I was introduced to the Holy Trinity Ace Combat games.
I'm curious
3
to see what
games
they
that are
say.
considered the golden age of this franchise. Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies, Ace Combat
That's what we
5,
just
The
played.
Unsung War, and Ace Combat 0 The Belt.
So I have played 4. I think I've played 5, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh shit. You should be able to hear this. I'm gonna pause it and stuff. I think I've played 5. I don't think I've played 0, but my dad's favorite is this. So I'm pretty sure I need to double check. I still haven't done that. I think I rented both of these. Hi, DJ.
War. Although the order in which
You
I
can
first
hear
played
this though,
these
right?
titles may have been a little odd, having played 5 first, followed by 4, and then 0. The effect that these games had on me was all the same. There I would be, sitting on that couch in the
We
living
did this
room,
one!
flying around in an aviation war machine, entirely captivated by that game's
Dude,
world.
this
Whether
game
I
was so
engaging in
freaking good.
honorable
I think
duels
it
as
aged
Mobius
really
I,
well.
the Grim Reaper, leading my squadron to victory as Blaze, the leader of the 4 Wings of Sand Island, and later the Rosgri Squadron, or striking down anyone who dared to oppose me as Cypher, the Demon Lord of the Round Table.
We haven't played these yet.
Pair up masterclass gameplay.
Wait, what do you
with
mean? Wait. You should be able to hear this. Can you not hear the video? Are you messing with me?
an engaging story for each of these games, plus a personal love of aviation, and it's no wonder these games had such an effect on me. Though, even if I played all these games back in the day, I was still young. I still had stars in my eyes. I still thought I could take on the whole world if it dared to oppose me. As a result, while I experienced and sort of understood the stories and themes that each of these games had, because I hadn't been brought down to reality by the world quite yet, I couldn't feel the true impact of these stories and themes.
I'm excited to see like how some of this
Plus,
is.
back then I knew the gameplay was masterclass, but I couldn't quite put into words why that was the case. Fast forward to today. There I am,
Yeah, this is old.
time in an apartment,
I don't-
my Steam Deck in hand, ready to experience the Holy Trinity once again. This time, though, I won't be going into the era of Strange Rail as a kid. I'll be taking to the skies as an adult this time, with the mission to fully understand and appreciate these games.
4 has really held up well.
And what better game to start with than the one that most people credit as the one to catapult this franchise into the spotlight for the first time.
I think Ace Combat 4 is the reason. I agree with that. I think Ace Combat 4 is the reason this series is still successful today. I like genuinely, for the game being 20, almost 25 years old. It is older than one of my coworkers, this game, which is freaking wild to me. I think this game, it's still, again, like, it doesn't look terrible. It definitely looks old, but I wouldn't say it looks bad, you know? I really wouldn't say it looks bad. And it's just like, it's so well done. The idea of the Yellow Squad, following the Yellow Squad, who's the enemies, the kid telling the story through the kid who's on your side, but you can't tell.
Game on the PlayStation 2 and the 4th entry in the Ace Combat
and
franchise.
And then you being part of the main
Ace
people
Combat
fighting
4
against
Shattered
the Yellow
Skies,
Squad. It's such a clever idea.
In Europe, represents the combined experience.
It's such a clever idea. The idea of I don't think this was intentional. I think this was a limitation that they had to deal with. We'll see with 5 and 0, but I think the limitation, the choice to do the static images for the cutscenes and then play the game has a amazing contrast that I don't know if that was intentional or if they appreciated until ever or much later. It's genuinely like, it's so well done, and to the point, like, I don't think it was all intentional. It is just happy accident, which, hey, like, that's just not happy accident, instinct taking over of what a gamer would want from this type of game. I think that's a better way to say it. It's so good, man. 4 is so good. Also, I'm really nervous about Ace Combat 8 because I saw it also has different covers. This is just phenomenal, man. Like, is it reachable? It's not reachable. Is it reachable? It is reachable. Like, again, I intentionally bought this. Judge me how you will. I'm gonna get that graded. I don't care what rating it gets. It's a nostalgic for me. I want to, so I have my computer laid out and then I have a big space above my monitor. I want to do 15 games that really influenced my life the most as a kid and put them all up like that. I think that'd be really nice. For me, it's for me thing.
Experience gained from the previous entries, combining the experience gained from the prototype that was Air Combat, the gameplay focus of Ace Combat 2, and the story focus of Ace Combat 3. Namco and the Ace Combat
3
4
was
project
so like
team
stressful
set out to
that I
make
don't
this fourth
really
entry their best one yet.
I
Injected
don't
with
know
the
how to
same
feel
levels
about
of
3
passion
still.
and dedication that the developers had for the first 3 games, Ace Combat 4 was a representation of everyone putting everything they had learned to the ultimate test.
I think
a test
4
that, as
really
a result of their
is
hard work and dedication, they would pass with flying colors.
The other big thing is how much of a leap 4 is from 3 to 4 is. Like, let me go back. The jump from Air Combat, Ace Combat to 2 is massive. But again, this is the arcade cabinet jumping to home console. That is a big jump. That's where this big jump comes from. There's not really a big jump here in quality improvement, I would say. But then I feel like 2 is the sweet spot of everything. They realize what worked and what didn't for 3. And I think 4 is the combination of what worked best between all 3, plus what they always wanted to do and have access to with the better
injected
PlayStation
with the
2
same levels of passion and dedication that
capabilities.
the developers had for the first 3 games, Ace Combat 4 was a representation of everyone putting
4 is
everything they
just,
had
like,
learned to the ultimate
amazing,
test.
man.
A test that, as a result of their hard work and dedication,
It wasn't
they would
too much
pass
effort.
with flying
I think it was about
colors.
8 hours in total, minus getting the final 2 scans. 8 hours in total is not bad for a game that came out in 2001 as New Game Plus. Ace
A
Combat
return
3
to
had
zero.
New Game Plus.
Sounds like some kind of reference to Ace Combat Zero, doesn't it? Well, what if I told you that
music is
this motto
good.
is what would go on to shape how Ace Combat 4 was developed when the game was first being designed? The Electrosphere staff, as they were called at the time, though the team would rename themselves as the Ace Combat 4 project team midway through development, fresh off the heels from having developed Ace
I
Combat
never
3,
used that
wanted to
camera. I
start
feel like
fresh
I was
with all of
missing
the knowledge
something.
and experience they had gained making the first 3 entries to the franchise. This
'Cause I'm not
mindset
doing
that
those
what would
turns.
become Ace Combat 4 was a reboot was emphasized right from the very beginning, with the team even going as far as to title the game
I
Ace
appreciate
Combat
this.
01.
Hold on. One child, the technical upgrades offered by the console's hardware led to Electrosphere staff to view the game as a return to zero. That was chosen to retain the core dogfighting mechanics of the previous titles. Agreed? Leading the game to be tentatively titled Ace Combat 01 in early design documents to represent its status as a reboot of the series. It feels like that. It genuinely does. Then I honestly set Ace Combat 04 back to 0 and set it to 4. I say something like that to be honest. At that time I hated digital shift and just wanted to use the design as 01 when numbers were used in documents. LOL. The reason I say I'll go back to 0 once is because when I say that in an interview, it sounds like I'm thinking about something. I like that.
In early design docs to maintain that mindset, retaining the core gameplay loop that had been figured out from their previous endeavors. The Ace
that's the mission
Combat
we
4
just did.
project team focused on simply refining the gameplay more than making any drastic changes to the formula, while also finding a way
That
to tell
shows.
a new story
That
but
shows.
on a lower budget. While Ace Combat 3's animated cutscenes made by production IG were beautiful, they were also rather expensive. The high cost of animated cutscenes, plus with Ace Combat 3 being considered a financial failure among...
Wait, what? I don't remember seeing that. Was that in a different version? Combat. Do we need to watch all of the cuts? The Western version had all of the cutscenes cut. No wonder it feels like crap. It didn't sell particularly well in Japan. To cut their losses, the international version follows the same basic plot: war between two massive corporations with terrorists pulling the strings, but with most of the major story elements removed or otherwise changed. What the fuck? Do we need to watch all of the Ace Combat 3 cutscenes? Hold on. I didn't know that. Hold on a second, chat. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Combat. It's an hour long. We'll do that tomorrow, okay? We'll do that tomorrow. Holy shit. I can't do another hour.
Namco meant that the Ace Combat 4 project team couldn't afford to hire production IG again for
and no
this
one gets
one.
hurt.
This
Say
is
something.
what led
What does
to the
that
single
mean?
frame style of storytelling that was done by Studio 4 Degrees Celsius. Kazutoki Kono looks back on this now as a bit of a rude request for the game, as Studio 4 Degrees Celsius, an up-and-coming at the time animation studio, was asked to do still pictures.
I'm curious to see what he says, because I genuinely think this helped the game. I didn't appreciate this part as a kid, but looking back and seeing how pilots have been portrayed in media, other media, I think this is one of the secret strong suits. I think this actually worked well for it. Kono, at the time we didn't have enough budget, but the idea was that if we could talk over the radio, maybe we might be able to draw backgrounds that couldn't be drawn, and we might be able to create a drama. Also, when I was thinking about how to make 04, which is different from 3, I also didn't have the budget. So I came up with the idea of telling the story using still pictures. So I contacted Studio 4 Degrees C, which was an up-and-coming studio at the time. And as a result, I know it sounds rude now, but I ended up asking the animation company for a still image, a picture that doesn't move. LOL. This is something I was able to do because I was young. There, I was introduced to studio director Sunao Katsubuchi. I genuinely think this went well. I think this was one of its secret strong suits. Because, again, like I said, since then, the added contrast between the moving and the not fast pace, but like the pacing of the missions versus the slow down aspect of the story, it gives a good contrast of life as a pilot in the sky versus on the ground. It actually does portray a good dip contrast that ended up working well. And I also think it was smart to do an animation studio because you have the still pictures.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hi, Eternal Fire. You have the still pictures, but it's still zooming in and panning. It's that is taken into consideration, and it's just like, it's so good, man. That's so good. I'm gonna put that as well.
Like Kono said, pictures that don't move. Yeah.
I think that
this
added
is what
to it.
also led to the expanded communications chatter that comes from both your allies and enemies during gameplay. Kono stated that if people could talk over the radio in the game,
again, I think games reached their highlight between, I'm just gonna say PlayStation stuff because that's what I grew up with the most, but PlayStation 2 and start of PlayStation 3. I think that specific era when there was all these limitations of budget, hardware, notoriety of the studio, like limited of what they could do. They had all these weird constraints that they had to make work. And I think constraints are what made these games so good. We don't have a lot of those anymore. Games are so high budget now that it's just like, it doesn't matter how expensive something might be. They'll do it. Oh, if it fails, like they write it off or some crap, or they'll try and find some weird government or whatever to fund it. It's that the funding limitation is gone. The hardware limitation, I would say, is gone. You see it with how Steam minimum specs and recommended specs are for video games these days. How buggy they show up. Like, those limitations are gone, and I think that's why games are suffering so much today.
Team might have been able to, quote, draw backgrounds that couldn't be drawn and, quote, create a drama. This particular aspect of the comms chatter is really interesting to me. After having played Ace Combat 3, I thought that the expanded comms chatter was just something that the developers wanted to expand upon after having tried it out in a very light manner.
I was
Reading
too!
that at least part of why this change happened was actually due to wanting to flesh out the story more because of the budget constraints the team faced when making this game is really cool to me. me. It actually gives the expanded comms chatter some purpose. It wasn't just a decision for the sake of it. Even if this was just a decision for the sake of it, it still would have been a really beneficial and awesome one. But to see that there was a deeper reasoning behind it is once again really cool. This comms chatter is also what led the future Ace Combat games to go down the path that they did. Manabu Shimamoto says that the invention of this, quote, wireless system.
Actually, I think the invention of this wireless system probably decided the course of the subsequent Ace Combat series. Those who are currently playing Ace Combat are looking forward to having a heroic experience. Yep, through the work. But this idea was solidified by the wireless system in 2004 and director Katabuchi's work. I guess it was the storyline. Yep. Thank you for the 3-stream streak.
As he calls it, is what decided the course of the subsequent Ace Combat games. Not only can we hear about how over the course of a
really
campaign,
excited
we
to
go from
play
a rookie
5
in
and
the
0
skies at the beginning
and
of the
see
war
how
to
they
a
expanded.
feared Ace
I think
by
I'm
the
gonna
end
play
of it,
5
but we
next.
also get to hear about how the fighting as a whole changes as we progress.
Because I want to see
Allies
that
at the start
progress.
when morale is down versus allies in the latter half when their morale gets a boost after hearing you'll be in the skies above them. Enemies confident they'll deliver the final blow in the first mission, only to have their blood go cold upon hearing you're in the air later on in the campaign. Hearing how desperate both sides get during their fight as the honor and nobility of war is sapped away as the fighting gets more desperate and intense on both sides. Not only is being able to hear the comms chatter from both sides really cool, it also plays a crucial role in the storytelling. Since you're in the air, you're more removed from the blood and guts of the ground and or naval war raging down below.
Again, I think the cutscenes do a good job. Unironically, I think the static image cutscenes add a bigger contrast and add that element back into it. I think the game works perfectly because they have both elements.
The result, in order to fill you in
I
on
don't
what's
think
going
this
on,
game would be
hearing
as good
that comms chatter is crucial.
without that.
On the note of names, while Ace Combat 01 would continue to be used in design docs during the early parts of development, eventually an official name would be given. That official name was revealed at the 2001 Spring Tokyo
Shattered
Game Show,
Skies,
where Ace Combat 01 officially became Ace Combat 4. This was also when the aforementioned name change from the Electrosphere team to the Ace Combat 4 project team happened. On July 6, 2001, the Japanese release date of September 13th was announced.
Because it's
Shortly
Ace
after
Combat.
That,
it's Ace Combat 1, Ace Combat 2, Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere, and then Ace Combat 04. They really do switch to that. I think it's now Ace Combat 5 again, but it's cool to see
one
that.
Of the best ways to promote an arcade flight action game took place on July 28th and 29th. At the Naval Air Facility at Sugi, the annual Atsugi Air Show was taking place.
That's so cool!
So, Namco and the Ace Combat 4 project team decided to set up an Ace Combat 4 exhibition there. They had 4 trial stations, as they were called, allowing people to play a demo version of Ace Combat 4 while they were there. If someone got a certain points within their play session, they would get a physical copy.
Videos about Ace Combat? Or is the history of Ace Combat?
We're watching, it's the history of Ace Combat 4 specifically. I found out through this video that one of the biggest elements that we didn't experience from 3 is they cut all of the cutscenes. That I could see that really helping make 3 enjoyable again. Like it 3 felt awful to me. So tomorrow we're going to start with watching the cutscenes of Ace Combat 3. And then we'll go on, and I want to do 5 next, because I was like debating about it, because story-wise, it's 0, and then 4, and then 5. But in terms of release schedule, it's 4, 5, 0. And I think I want to play 5 next, because I want to see how they improved from 4. I want to give that the respect it deserves.
Of the demo disc for them to keep, and they got entry into a tournament of sorts. Though, unfortunately, there weren't any details like how the tournament was formatted, what kind of grand prize there was, etc. But
dude,
going
that
back
would
to
have
the
been
setting,
so cool.
this is so cool to me. Having an exhibition set up for a demo of an upcoming arcade flight action game at a naval base surrounded by the very jets that you see and fly
such
in the
a
game
cool idea.
Again, it's so cool. Think about it. People got to play an early build of Ace Combat 4 surrounded by fighter jets. Can you imagine playing a demo of Ace Combat 8 or whatever
holy shit, man. Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies branded airplane. They really went all out with this. That's where all the fucking budget went. And it worked. It worked,
surrounded by your favorite aircraft.
You don't see this type of risk anymore in gaming. You don't. You just don't. And again, it's that limitation aspect again.
An exhibition, an F-22 Raptor in the front of the demo station, an F-14 Tomcat to your right, an F-15E Strike Eagle to your rear, an A-10 Warthog to your left, or whatever other group of aircraft you're personally thinking of. I don't know about you, but if I could play an Ace Combat game surrounded by military
I could experience
aircraft,
that,
I would be in heaven. Shifting the focus to some of the concept.
Well, whatever this is, I'm just gonna have you play in the background while I build a Warhammer 40K battle barge and space engineers.
You should post a picture of that in the Discord. You should post that in Discord. In media. I'd be curious to see that.
Game. While there wasn't anything majorly...
I'm also debating. I think I want to build a model of the F-117. I'll look on Amazon stuff and see what I can find, but I think we should do that.
Groundbreaking or anything that made my jaw drop in sudden realization of anything, it was still really neat to see all of this. We've seen the cutscenes and characters so many times in the finished game that to see pictures like these serves as a really nice peek into how the development process went. Seeing the storyboards for how the game's tale of the war from Yellow Squadron's eyes as you fight them and Aruja as a whole would happen, seeing concept art of the characters and jets, even some VHS tapes of Ace Combat 4's cutscenes as well. It's all really neat. I will admit, I do wish there was more info about the work in the trenches for this game, as in information about specific levels, what inspired the idea of the story,
cool to see,
not the format, but the decision to have the story cutscenes be through the enemy's perspective through the narrator, any cut content like what jets were scrapped or if any story beats were changed, things like that. While typing through this script, I actually went for a Hail Mary and sent a message to Bandai Namco through their website asking if there was any chance I could get more information about Ace Combat 4's development. I didn't expect it to work, and given how I sent that message on October 30th, and as I'm recording this script, it is November 24th with no reply, I'm going to assume I'm not going to get that additional info. At least I tried, though. When looking at this game's development, it rattled my senses a little. Usually, when there's a follow-up to an entry in a series, it usually means that entry was successful, at least financially speaking. So to read that another Ace Combat entry was given the green light after the previous one had been deemed a financial failure is pretty surprising. The Ace Combat 4 project team had less money and less time than Ace Combat 3, at least assuming they waited until the international versions were released, and yet they somehow managed to make a game that is still considered among the best of the best to this day. I'm aware that pressure makes diamonds, but oftentimes the pressure usually results in a mess given how complex and time-consuming game development is. Maybe it was the fresh start that the developers were giving themselves that allowed them some peace of mind. Maybe it was the sheer will and determination each of them had to pick themselves up and make something to show Namco they still had what it took. Whatever the case, the developers should still to this day be proud of what they accomplished here. From the visuals, to the story, to what we'll be focusing on next, the gameplay.
Dude, this game is just so good. It's so good.
Buttery smooth. Those are the two words I would use to describe Ace Combat 4's gameplay. This is most definitely a game not developed.
They fixed all of the errors of 1, 2, and 3 with that. Except for the targeting. The targeting is still a little iffy, but overall, they fucking nailed it.
by Todd Howard because everything just works when it comes to how this game plays. Instead of any major adjustments to the gameplay, the differences between this game and the latest entry in the franchise at that time, Ace Combat 3, are further adjustments to add that extra sense of polish necessary to the formula. If Ace Combat 3 was the series having figured out the formula, more or less, then Ace Combat 4 was the game that truly set it in stone. Ace Combat 4 follows the same kind of gameplay loop of there being a mission briefing, followed up by you being able to pick your aircraft and weapons, followed up by the mission itself, which takes place in a sandbox type environment.
That just remind me, they also removed that stupid as fuck kill cam pass by shit.
The briefing is more or less the same, with the briefing officer instructing you on what needs to be done for the mission.
I like how they did the briefing though.
You to
I like this. Hold on, let me go back.
It's more or less.
I like this like overview of here's the oh shit, what's that called? Here's the theater of war, whatever it's called. That's not the right word, but here's like the entire like everything that not all like every single battle is on this map.
The same,
right?
With the briefing officer instructing you on what needs
here's
to be done
next
for
mission
the mission
we're
at
doing
hand,
here,
while allowing you to get a brief.
Here's the overview of the specific mission you'll be containing.
3D preview of the battlefield. This isn't a guaranteed placement of allies and enemies. Rather, it's more of a general placement so you can have a rough idea as to how the environment will look. Paying attention to the briefing officer and the...
This, again, it's so good. It's so well done. It just adds that extra element.
Mission objectives is more crucial this time around.
This is what bridges the cutscenes to the gameplay. This specific thing. This is the bridge between the two.
Thanks to one of the larger adjustments found here for the special weapons. Regardless of whichever aircraft you fly, you will be able to...
Sorry. And then this, the buying the planes, buying the weapons, selecting that. 3 did a good job with that and solidified that that's what they needed to do. Between 3 losing the buying the planes but selecting weapons, and then 4 taking the best of that system between 2 and 3 and combining them. That really like that is one of the things 3 did excessively well.
Weapons, each with their own different specializations against air, ground, or naval threats. The special weapons have been updated with descriptions of each rather than just a name and stats bars, allowing players to be better informed about the weapon's performance. You've got your multi-lock-on XMAAs and XLAAs for air-to-air threats, your overpowered QAAMs, your UGBs of different sizes, LASMs for ships, and more. Each jet comes with your standard cannon and standard missiles as well. This is all important as the return line makes its debut in this game.
Oh yeah.
Some of the missions...
Yeah, because 3, you picked your gun and your missile. There was no secondary or no third weapon. This game has 3 weapons. You have your gun, your missile, and your special. I didn't even think about that.
Are a bit longer than usual, those being the score attack missions that also make their debut to the franchise here. These missions ask you to achieve a minimum number of points within a time limit, and from that point on, you can continue to attack enemies to get a higher rank. If you run out of ammo, you can head back to the return line to not only have your ammo refilled, but also to potentially swap your special weapon depending on the battle situation at hand. Did you clear out all of the ground and naval threats in Mission 6 Invincible Fleet? Well, swap over to the XMAAs to deal with the remaining air threats, to give one example. On the easier difficulties, you can also have your aircraft's damage repaired, but on the harder difficulties, you just get your ammo refilled with no repairs.
On
the note of the aircraft themselves, there are 21 different aircraft that you can fly in this game. Have your aircraft's damage repaired.
Those are the skins. Those are the skins.
You just get your ammo refilled with no repairs. On the note of the aircraft themselves, there are 21 different...
That looks cool. I like the black.
Aircraft that you can fly in this game.
I think I like the black the most.
Ranging from the F-14, the F-18, the F-15C, the F-22, And of course, I have to mention the XO2 Wyvern as well, to name just a few. All of these aircraft are balanced perfectly for how far you are into the campaign, with different jets being unlocked at different points in the game with gradually better performance depending on how far you are. The enemies fly different sorts of aircraft depending on how far you are into the campaign.
I should look and see if there's a cheat code for
aircraft
money.
At the beginning, mid-performance aircraft in the middle, and some of the higher-end aircraft can be found towards the end. Once you pick your aircraft and special weapon, it's time to take to the skies. Here is where things are going to get a little tricky for me to describe, because when I say that the gameplay is buttery smooth, it's one of those things where you'll need to have played this game yourself to really understand what I mean.
Done.
It's one of those cases where you as a viewer can go, this gameplay
I'm wondering
looks
if doing the
fun,
third-person view
really click when
helps
you play it yourself.
the targeting work
The best way
better.
that I can describe how the gameplay is to anyone who hasn't played it themselves is that this game lets you get into the flow. You know what I mean, right? Regardless of whatever game you're playing, you know how you sometimes go into a zen-like state where everything just clicks for you for a little bit? All of your shots are on point in a first-person shooter. You're able to nail back-to-back difficult jumps in a platformer. You're able to complete a lap around a circuit perfectly in a racing game.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Here in Ace Combat 4, I found myself having those moments where I was in a sort of flow, where I was able to really be one with my aircraft.
Yeah, and you saw that when you did the second
playthrough.
playthrough.
Angle of attack on a set of targets.
We did.
I never really felt that when playing the first 3 Ace Combat titles
I would agree.
The perfect mix of the smooth frame rate, how the aircraft moves, the different weapons at your disposal, even things like the comms chatter immersing you in the mission, and the awesome
3 really
kick-ass
missed on
soundtrack
that.
of this game can all lead to having those zen state moments where you're an unstoppable ace in the skies. With every enemy air, ground, and naval asset you destroy, you'll be adding points to your score. At the end of the mission, depending on how much score you have, you'll be given one of 4 different possible ranks: C, B, A, or S. C being the bare minimum needed to pass the mission, and S being the rank of a true ace, going above and beyond the mission requirements.
You didn't need
Whatever
the
rank
score.
you
So
get,
3
plus
had it
other
to where
factors such as how much
3 had it to where D was you survived, but that was it. C was you completed the mission, and they removed D.
time was remaining
S.
when you completed a mission and how many enemies you destroyed will all be added up to give you credits. These credits are then used to buy aircraft and special weapons. You can also buy 2 different paint schemes of each aircraft to go along with the default one that you're given for free, and for the large majority of them, one of those paint schemes is the one that belongs to an enemy ace. Aside from the F4, Su-37, and XO2 with different unlock conditions for their second special paint job, every other aircraft's second paint job belongs to one of the numerous enemy aces that appear throughout the campaign. Shooting down an enemy ace gives you a decent boost in points as they have more advanced AI when compared to the standard enemies. And you get the aforementioned paint scheme for that aircraft if it's your first time shooting that ace down. Before we move on to some of the peripherals of the gameplay,
some of those are really
there's
cool.
one more thing I need to talk about. Stonehenge.
Dude, this shit was so crazy. That was just insane to see.
Up to this point, we've had super weapons in Ace Combat before. Air
3
Combat
has it.
had the Aerial Fortress, Ace Combat 2 had Fortress Intolerance and the bonus ending, Ace Combat 3 had the Sphyrna. Ace Combat 4 having Stonehenge is different from all of the super weapons that came before it in a lot of ways. Firstly, Stonehenge is a threat that looms over you for a decent part of the campaign. While you're not dodging Stonehenge's fire every mission, whenever you do find yourself in a mission that takes place within this circle, you get that quick, oh shit, moment in realization. It also doesn't help that the only way to dodge Stonehenge's attacks is by flying below 2,000 feet, which puts you at risk of crashing into something or taking enemy fire if enemy anti-air is directly below you. Secondly, Stonehenge is a threat that is present but not visible in the actual gameplay until you confront it directly in Stonehenge Offensive. We can get an idea in our heads of how they look when firing, but we don't get that small bit of comfort visually seeing the super weapon in question. Instead, whenever Stonehenge fires, we can't see what's attacking us. We just have to dive down and hope for the best. Thirdly, when we do finally confront Stonehenge itself in Stonehenge Offensive, It's an awesome super weapon fight, taking out the defending reinforcements and the turrets one by one, while the threat of being shot down is still there. Of course, from the enemy anti-air and enemy fighters, but if you happen to fly in front of a Stonehenge turret when it fires, it's still game over.
Oh wait, really?
Regarding any criticisms or gripes I have with Ace Combat 4's gameplay, the only thing that I have in mind are very basic and surface level things. While I do agree that sometimes the score attack missions can drag on for a bit, especially Whiskey Corridor, I also personally find it fun to just go out there and destroy as many targets as possible and clean up that minimap.
I think that the biggest complaint with that is on the fact that it's just so long, and if you screw up, you have to do it all over again. I don't think it would be as punishing. Like, I don't think it's a poorly made mission. I think that's the problem, is just purely the length. But the freedom you get with it is really good.
Score in Anchorhead Raid and Ace Combat 7 should be a clear enough indication of that. I'm also not fond of how the AA guns always manage to get a percent of damage or two on you, no matter how fast you're going or your angle of attack. It's a pet peeve more than anything, but I did still feel like mentioning it here.
Again, like selecting the targets.
I've got no other gripes with the gameplay. I'm serious. That's it. Moving on to the peripherals.
I'd say those are the big
three. The visuals in this game have that effect of reminding me of a more simple time. Anyone who has had a nostalgia rush and played an older game can attest that sometimes whether or not the graphics hold up can be random. Sometimes you'll look at an old game and go, oh god, wait, were the graphics always this bad? Other times you'll go, wow, these graphics hold up really nicely. And then there are cases where obviously the graphics are nowhere near where they are today, but they have that charm
I think that's
to them.
What 4
that
is.
Kind of charm that makes you almost prefer those graphics
for
in comparison to
standards.
the more realistic 4K, Ultra HD, RTX on stuff.
Again, like
today.
That's another thing. I don't think we need 4K. Like, if you were to come out with a game like this today, and every other aspect was this good or better, and the graphics were maybe 5% better than this, so you can more easily distinguish like the ground from the sky and everything, just enough for that, not to give you a visual improvement, just enough to make it a little bit more clear, which you can probably do with color palette too. If you were to fix that just a little bit more, I think this game is good enough to be sold today. Like, if this were released today, I think it would do well. I really do.
It's the kind of feeling I get with Ace Combat 4. I cannot deny that Ace Combat 7 looks beautiful, stunning, and gorgeous.
I'm excited to play
the
that.
aircraft and environment so detailed, how sharp and sleek the menus are, and how perfectly modern the HUD is, it's all eye candy for me. At the same time,
I'm kind of worried at how this is going to work with the
graphics to be just as appealing to look at. Maybe there's a correlation of these graphics and me living in more simple times when I was younger, when I first got to play this game for myself. I'm absolutely willing to chalk up part of my emotions towards nostalgia here.
I like how
the same kind of feeling I get whenever I look at games like Ace.
And I don't know if the newer ones are going to do that, because I keep watching people like play the gameplay itself, and they mention like the high G turns and stuff, and it's like, I don't know if that's going to translate well into the joystick. We'll see, but like I'm kind of worried about that.
Combat
like
5
I feel
and
like this gameplay
instance.
fits it
but
perfectly.
I do think that these graphics are genuinely great for their time too.
That's the other
Moving
thing, is the thumbstick is a little too touchy.
The 4 project team absolutely nailed it here. The sounds of your jet engines firing up when you hit the afterburners are perfect. The lock-on tone is perfect. The sound of the explosions, the comms chatter on both sides, it's all excellent. On the note of the sound in this game, let's talk about the soundtrack next. Rather than sticking with primarily a single genre of music for this game's music combines rock, synth, and orchestral elements. Composed primarily by Tetsukazu Nakanishi and Hiroshi Okubo, with Keiki Kobayashi having developed a few tracks for this game as well, Ace Combat 4's soundtrack is widely regarded as not only one of the best soundtracks this series has to offer, but also a critical turning point for Ace Combat music as well. We went from a rock focus to air combat and Ace Combat 2 to an electric/techno focus in Ace Combat 3 to this blending of elements together in Ace Combat 4.
But
While
I think
future
4 is
games
the
would
best.
continue to be diverse with their soundtracks, this method of combining different elements together would be the main method of how Ace Combat soundtracks would be developed moving forward. Real quick though, let's focus on Keiki Kobayashi for a little bit. Kobayashi is a legendary figure in the Ace Combat community nowadays as an ace of music. Over the years, he's had the honor and privilege of being a sound design team director, a music composer, and a live orchestra director in his career. Kobayashi is so well known and so popular that he often gets miscredited with composing tracks that he in fact did not compose. And I unfortunately am guilty of that too. Kobayashi has become such an icon of Ace Combat sound and music design that it's crazy to think about an Ace Combat game being made without him today. Well, for the first 3 Ace Combat games, he was not part of the team yet. Kobayashi was not amongst the Electrosphere staff before they renamed themselves as the Ace Combat 4 project team. He joined midway through development.
Would have helped
in other words,
so much.
Ace Combat 4 is the very
of note is the fact that inexperienced music composer Kobayashi joined the Namco Sounds team during the development of Ace Combat 4, which was his first major production. Despite having little experience in music composition, Kobayashi demonstrated a raw talent at it, which would come to a climax with what is widely considered to be his most important piece, Megalith. Yeah, and just die. His work in the soundtrack would net him the ascension to status as the Namco Sound Team's director in games to come.
First Ace Combat game that this man worked on. Given that he still needed to prove himself to Namco, Kobayashi was under a lot of pressure to deliver. Thankfully, he was able to deliver despite that pressure, producing some of the most well-known and loved tracks in Ace Combat 4 and the series as a whole, ranging from Blockade.
Dude, the music is so well done in this game. So well done.
To Operation Bunker Shot.
Dude, it's so well done. Dude, like the cockpit even feels like an appropriate level of claustrophobic. I'm debating on what view we're gonna play later games in. I think 5 and 0. I want to play with how we have them.
Were the ones to convince Namco that Kobayashi belonged: Rex Tremende and Megalith.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. %. %. The music in this was fucking phenomenal. I 100% agree.
Now, let's not have Kobayashi hog the spotlight here. Tetsukazu Nakanishi and Hiroshi Okubo deserve some time in the spotlight too here, as the tracks they composed were all really well done too. Some of my personal favorites from them are Escort.
Okay. That was the really stressful mission. Oh wait, no. That's the civilian plane one. That was a nerve-wracking mission for it to get the ace.
Farbanti.
This was my favorite. This was absolutely my favorite. I do love rock music. You can see in his like controlling though how it's like finicky. I wish it was a little bit smoother.
Cheap strike.
I wasn't a fan of this one. But it was so good. Very, very good.
And of course, Kimona. You didn't think I was going to forget this awesome track in particular, did you?
Oh, yeah. This, like, perfectly fit for me. Which mission is this? Is this mission, I think 5? Dude, it's so good. It's so... No! No, this is 8. This is Shattered Sky. Yeah, man, this is so good. So good. I was looking at the soundtracks and trying to buy them again. I saw that for some of them, it's just like... I didn't realize how many of them came out on vinyl.
Being so smooth,
but
where
like,
everything
I'm debating
works
on just getting it on
together
CD.
would already make this game a highly regarded title. But there's another element to this game that elevates it from a highly regarded title to a legendary one. A title worthy of being among the Holy Trinity. The story. Throughout the campaign, in the midst of all the standard enemies that would still put up a good fight, there would be a squadron that showed up every once in a while that was a cut above the rest. An enemy squadron that would have my allies in a panic and have me humbled at their skill. Yellow Squadron. These were the pilots in charge of protecting Stonehenge, the network of railguns that had been converted from anti-asteroid to anti-air use. Or they were sent on distant operations to reinforce the main fronts when things started getting bad over there. Out of all the pilots in that squadron, there was one who was an equivalent to Mobius 1, Yellow 13. At a first glance, Yellow 13 was shaping up to be an unfeeling, cold-hearted ace that would shoot down whoever dared to cross his path, only to be boastful about how his country will win the war when returning back home. I love the story in this, man. When we do see glimpses of how Yellow 13 and the rest of his fellow pilots act, it's perfectly contrasted. Games that tell the story through the eyes of the antagonist while you play as the protagonist in the moment-to-moment gameplay are not as common, and for good reason. It's much more difficult.
This was the first game I experienced to where they do the story that way. And you know, playing it now as an adult, it's really good, man.
To achieve a compelling story of that
I'm excited to play Ace Combat 6.
Ace Combat 4, having gone above and beyond in all other areas,
intro
wasn't
is
about
just
to let its lesson
phenomenal to me.
go unheard.
The story of 6 is like one of my favorites.
In the midst of war.
Maybe that's why 4 is so memorable to me, because I own 4.
Jonathan
I don't
Payek,
know if I own 5 or 0.
professor at Sealsbridge University, discovers an asteroid. After further research about it is done at the Kimona Islands, a terrifying discovery is made. This asteroid that would go on to be given the name Ulysses 1994XF04, or just Ulysses for short, would pass by in 1999 with a high likelihood of crashing into the planet. Once the official announcement was made to the world in 1996, countries all around the world began to prepare. In relation to the events of Ace Combat 4, the countries that are a part of the Yuzian continent would develop Stonehenge, a network of railguns that were built to shoot at the asteroid, breaking it into smaller pieces to reduce as much damage to the planet as possible. As predicted, Ulysses arrived in July of 1999, and despite all of the preparation that everyone did, the aftermath was devastating. Over 500,000 people died. Yuzia's infrastructure as a whole collapsed. A refugee crisis was created with millions of people having lost their homes. This became known as the Yuzian refugee crisis, with countries all over the Yuzian continent setting up guidelines and quotas for how many refugees each country would allow into their borders.
Different story elements between the JP release and the US release,
citing economic troubles,
especially with how Korea is
different. More refugees as a result, the restrictions they imposed on visa applications effectively barred anyone everyone else from getting in. That didn't stop the refugees from getting as close as they could to Erusia, with there being a total of 600,000 of them at the country's borders at one point. Erusian exports became blocked as other countries disapproved of Erusia's actions, putting the country in an even more desperate situation. Having been backed into a corner, and with tensions rising with the neighboring countries, in the summer of 2003, Erusia launched a surprise invasion of San Sebastian and the Stonehenge Railgun Network. In response, the remaining countries banded together as the Independent State Allied Forces, and open war broke out shortly thereafter. Erusia uses the Stonehenge railguns to devastating effect, swatting down ISAF air power from long range as Erusia is taken over, slowly but surely over the course of the year. Eventually, ISAF is forced to retreat to North Point, where not only do they make their last stand, but this is also when Mobius 1 enters the picture on September 19th, 2004. While the main story of the game has you playing as Mobius 1 recapturing the lands that Erusia has taken over and going from just another ISAF pilot at the start to the backbone of ISAF as a whole later into the war, there's another critical component of the story, the enemy's perspective as told through a narrator as he recollects what he remembers about the war when he was a kid. The narrator lived in San Sebastian at the time, having been forced to move there as Yellow 13 indirectly killed his parents after shooting down an ISAF fighter, the ISAF fighter crashing into the narrator's house. Being forced to live with his drunken uncle at a bar, the narrator remembers his time living in the Erusian-occupied town, and specifically remembers his time with none other than Yellow 13 and the rest of Yellow Squadron. At first, it's understandable to not have the best impression of Yellow 13 on your first playthrough. Even if it was accidental, Yellow 13 being the one to shoot down the ISAF fighter from earlier, he was the one who indirectly killed the narrator's parents. After he makes his first in-game appearance in the mission Lifeline, he's without question an enemy to be scared of at first. All we need now is for him to be boastful, arrogant, cocky, a self-proclaimed god of the sky who can never be touched, and we've got our main villain right there. But when we get to have more time with Yellow 13 through the game's cutscenes as we progress through the campaign, we find out that he's not so bad. Rather than being arrogant and cocky, he's humble. Rather than being proud of the number of confirmed kills he's got, he takes pride in never having lost a squad mate, at least during the first half of the game anyway, when that statement is still true. Small things that Yellow 13 does, like holding and petting a rescued puppy after the runway he and his squadron uses gets bombed by the San Sebastian resistance, or how he openly states how he wishes to be truly challenged by an ace pilot, feeling compassion towards the weaker adversaries he downs, or openly stating that he won't complain if he dies in the skies.
Cutscenes are removed in the North America version for Ace Combat 4 even.
He and the rest of Yellow Squadron,
every mission
along
has a
with the crew that
cutscene
oversees their jets and other equipment, take the narrator under their wing.
They
let the narrator see the jets up close, let him watch as the jets take off on a mission, let him try on their oversized flight suits. They even complain to the narrator about problems when
Also, the idea of the narrator being a kid talking about the adults is really interesting. Again, like, every single element of this game complements everything perfectly.
ISAF begins their counterattack. As the narrator puts it, he finds a home in their company. When Mobius 1 becomes the ace of ISAF, Yellow 13 has a sense of excitement and joy as he realizes if that ISAF pilot stays alive long enough, he could get that duel he yearns for. And what has to be the biggest indication of Yellow 13's character happens after Stonehenge Offensive. When Mobius 1 single-handedly destroys all of the Stonehenge railguns and shoots down Yellow 4, Yellow 13's closest wingman, Yellow 13 still gives credit where it's due. He doesn't scream to everyone in the bar about how Mobius 1 will regret having scarred Yellow Squadron like this. He doesn't swear that he'll kill Mobius 1 if it's the last thing he does. He still feels the human emotion of anger, sadness, and grief. But he also knows that Mobius 1 was just doing his job. Just as on a first playthrough, we get humbled by Yellow 13 at the end of Lifeline, we get to humble Yellow 13 at the end of Stonehenge Offensive. From that point on, as ISAF captures more territory, as more Yellow Squadron pilots are lost, and as ISAF eventually begins their assault on Farbani, Yellow 13 keeps his cool through it all. He knows that even if the war will be lost, he still needs to do his job. just as Mobius 1 needs to do his. Two pilots who have respect for one another, destined to clash as their orders are polar opposites. By the end of it all, after having seen how Yellow 13 behaves and acts, even when the war is all but lost for him in Aruja, we can't help but to be upset at the fact he's an enemy. It makes us wonder what it would be like to fly alongside him rather than against him. Mobius 1 and Yellow 13
get the missile lock that we
in an
are trying to
alternate
get
universe,
first.
perhaps. But in this one, we have our orders, just as Yellow 13 has his. And, above all else, even if Yellow 13's sortie above Farbani would be his last, he got that duel with Mobius 1 he desperately yearned for.
Target destroyed by Mobius 1. Box 2. Missile hit. That's a kill. Great job. There are no aircraft.
Oh yeah, the
remaining on
radio
radar.
chatter of him going down is insane.
In the moment-to-moment gameplay, as stated before, it's about how you as Mobius 1 goes from just another ordinary ISAF pilot to ISAF's ultimate ace. That wireless system that was mentioned in the development section of this video kicks in here, as the comms chatter from both your allies and enemies reflect this. At the start of the campaign, because Mobius 1 has yet to prove himself as the ace of ISAF, not much attention is given his way. It's when you progress later in the game that people start to really take notice, particularly when Mobius 1 destroys all of the Stonehenge railguns.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Targets remaining. 4 remaining. Target destroyed by Mobius 1.
What plane is this?
He's grabbing all the glory. Target destruction confirmed. Target destroyed.
Huh.
I repeat, Mobius 1 has destroyed the target.
It's from
Oh,
this
yeah, there's
point
an
on that the
autopilot
wireless
thing.
system really kicks in, at least in regard to how Mobius 1 is perceived. Being able to convey your importance to the war effort through just audio is super impressive. You don't see the action from the perspective of the ground troops in this game. You don't see the carnage going on down there. You don't see anyone's faces as they speak. It's just voice acting. That's
I think
it.
that's
and
good.
it's through that voice acting that the game is able to
I'm also
convey
worried that you'll lose that
Mobius
element
1,
in the later
are an
games when they show
unstoppable
the
ace.
like picture of the person talking. I am worried that that element's going to be lost. I kind of hope I don't remember 7, but I kind of hope with 8 that you can turn that off if it is there. No, yeah. I want the option to have it on and off.
Ace Combat having you as an unstoppable ace of the skies had actually been done in the first 3 entries, just in different ways. In air combat,
It's
you
way
already
better.
had the reputation of an unstoppable ace when being hired by the legitimate government. Same thing in Ace Combat 2. In Ace Combat 3, while no armies are singing your praises, you are seen as an ace pilot by your colleagues of whichever faction you stick with. It's here in Ace Combat 4 where the now iconic staple of you starting out as just another pilot of the country you're a part of, only to become the backbone of the country's armed forces later on, really started. Having Mobius 1 be seen as just another fellow pilot and nobody really special at the start is perfect for when you begin.
Yeah,
at the
they
start
do
of
such
the
a good
campaign,
job.
you're getting your bearings still, understanding
You're
how the
given
game
your
mechanics
call
of
sign in
aircraft
Mission
work,
1.
which can be translated to Mobius 1 getting used to flying in combat. Later on, as you get more and more experience, you
Which is
get better.
insane.
You're able to identify when's the best time to fire your missiles. You're able to line up ground targets for strafe runs better. You know how to get an enemy off your 6 and to have the hunter become the hunted. By the latter half of the campaign, you've earned the title of the Grim Reaper, the Ribbon Fighter, with how efficient your flying is by that point. Your status as an ace of the skies is at its most apparent when you and your allies take off for Megalith.
Dude,
I
I'm
want to
excited
focus
to
on
see
this mission for a
the,
little bit, as this is
the
perfect
Mobius
finale
1
to a
specific
campaign.
skin for
the briefing
planes
music
in the,
for
in
all
the
of the
newest
other
game.
missions have been either serious or upbeat, depending on where ISAF is at in the war. The serious briefing music plays for the first half of the campaign when ISAF is on the defensive.
Right.
Here is the current SID rep and your orders for deployment. effective immediately.
This window
Enemy
is
agents
so well
destroyed
done.
our early warning radar network, allowing several dare bombers to penetrate our airspace.
While the upbeat music plays after the turning point in the war happens when you destroy Stonehenge.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that.
A returning U-2 recon plane with engine trouble is currently passing through Gnome Ravine due to its inability to climb to higher altitudes.
Did I not notice that the map actually changes? Area of operation, that's what I was thinking
mission,
of.
However,
oh, yeah. It's the chatter.
Erusian officers have taken over Megalith, the superweapon that was under development. Megalith is a rocket launch facility.
There's no music, and then once you go to actually select your plane and stuff, it gives the radio chatter.
Facility is to hit it from the inside.
Megalith isn't just an ordinary facility where the last of the Erusians who still want to fight are holding out. Remember Ulysses? Well, some of the fragments from that asteroid are still stuck in orbit surrounding the planet. Megalith is equipped with missiles that could be used to make impact with those asteroids. In other words, Erusia is ready to use Megalith to weaponize these asteroid fragments to reduce the ISAF-controlled Usia to ashes. In response, ISAF deploys not just Mobius 1, but Mobius Squadron paired up with a special operations team to destroy Megalith. After flying through the whole war as just Mobius 1, this time you're given a whole squadron to lead. As the newly formed Yellow Squadron consisting of rookie pilots exclaims,
Let's go!
This Yellow Squadron defending
They're
Megalith
fucking
is
afraid of you
close
too.
to the Yellow Squadron we've encountered throughout the rest of the game. The pilots
They're
call each other by
genuinely
name
afraid
and
of
not
each other.
call sign. A sense of dread and fear on their part is established when they realize all of the ISAF fighters are bearing that ribbon insignia. And these Yellow Squadron fighters are easier to shoot down. Whether or not the in-game AI is actually toned down, it feels easier due to the experience gained from having fought through the war.
And you have
up
a
to
better
this point.
plane then.
Once Yellow Squadron is cleared, you perform the tunnel runs for the generators, and then the final missile in the center of the facility.
Dude, this makes me nervous just watching him do this. Dude, just watching how his approach and everything makes me nervous as hell.
As I gave my cheer after seeing Mobius 1 fly out of that missile silo,
That
I
makes me
knew that the
nervous.
war was over. Although AWACS Sky Eye was right when he said that history determines the winner, he was also right when he said that heroes really do exist.
Yeah.
Mobius 1, and by extension we as Ace Combat players, are heroes. In Ace Combat 4's case, all of us are heroes who were just doing our jobs. With
I'm
a surprising
really
amount of
excited to
respect
play
for the
5 and
enemy.
0.
This game granted us the ability
Saying
to be
that because they're
powerful,
claimed
become
to be
an
the Holy Trinity or
unstoppable
whatever.
force.
Many
But
like
it also
5
taught
or
us that
0
respect and honor
more
can be
than this.
found.
I'm
Even in
really
war,
excited to
Ace
play
Combat
5 and
4 is
0.
without a shadow of a doubt worthy of being called one of the 3 Holy Trinity titles. From its gameplay, to the innovations and polish, to the story it tells. Which leads me to my final conclusion about this game. Ace Combat 4 is a game that we're lucky even got the green light looking back on it. Again, Ace Combat 3
4
was
is just
considered
so
a financial failure. When a financial flop in a series
I could see why,
happens,
though.
that usually means the next entry is given a smaller budget and less time to work with as a cost-saving measure if the series itself isn't canceled
And they made it
entirely.
work
so
with
to
this.
not only have an entry be this good, but to also have its development be as supported as it seemingly was is quite surprising to me. There weren't any mentions about rush deadlines or harsh working conditions
I don't
or anything
know.
of the sort.
You never know
if
that for
anything,
sure.
Namco seemed to be fully supportive of the Ace Combat 4 project team. I think instances such as being willing to help the developers make an appearance at an air show to show off
That is
demos
cool,
of the
though.
game is evidence enough. That detail is still so awesome to me. And the result? The reboot of the Ace Combat franchise that everyone was looking for. A game that not only plays well,
good, man.
A game that not only tells a story well, but a game that would go on to define the course of the series for years to come. Having played this game with a more analytical pair of eyes this time around, this personal project of mine has given me a new sense of appreciation for this game. I still appreciated this game for what it was back then, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I was able to get fully immersed in the gameplay and the story, but having learned about this game's development, how determined and passionate the developers were, it all makes me appreciate this game even more. A fresh start for Ace Combat in the beginning of what is considered the golden era for this franchise. Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies, or Distant Thunder, has rightfully earned its place in the Holy Trinity.
Dude, this game was so good. Cool. I don't know about that, but thank y'all for coming. It was cool to see this. Let me post this so that y'all have that. That was good to see, man. I really am happy to see that. But thank y'all for coming. Let me find someone to raid real quick, and then we're gonna call it there. And then tomorrow we will start Ace Combat 5. I'm really fucking excited to start Ace Combat 5, man. I'm really excited. 5 will be truly amazing. But let me find someone. Thank you again for coming. Ooh, who is this? Oh! That's who we raided yesterday. We are not going to raid them again. But let's see if anyone else is playing Ace Combat. No, not Ace Combat Advance. Ace Combat. Come on now. Who is this? More categories. No one is playing that right now. Yeah, so we'll just raid this person. We're gonna raid this person. They're playing 7, which we'll get to, but thank y'all for coming. I will see you all tomorrow. Here's the raid message if you're subbed. Not subbed. And yeah, we will be playing starting 5 tomorrow, which I'm really, really excited about. It should be good. It should be good. I'm debating on if I want to do the cutscenes for 3 first. We will probably do that, but yeah, dude, like these games. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm nervous, both nervous and excited to play Ace Combat 6 and Ace Combat 7. Hi, Bambi. Good morning. I'm sorry. I'm leaving right away. I have work. Oh, I wish I didn't have to work in mornings. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll be on tomorrow, though. We'll be playing we'll be starting Ace Combat 5, which I don't remember. No, yeah. I'm jealous of Bees. I know Bees has his own predicaments and stuff, but I am jealous. But man, yeah. Yeah, we're playing through all of the Ace Combat games. We just finished 4 to the extent I want to play it. We didn't unlock all of the skins, but the last skin, it's literally one left. It's to beat the game on expert difficulty. Perfect on expert difficulty, which I don't think is necessary. But next we'll be playing Ace Combat 5 tomorrow because that's what it came out next. And yeah, I will see you all then. Same time. Bye. Show him some love. Copy a raid message, please.